Hi Yonis, we're going to talk about what to do after your Yoni steam to maintain that pH balance, to maintain that freshness, to maintain that happy womb. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the page. I appreciate you ladies as always. After you get a Yoni steam, there's a couple things you want to do to maintain all the balance that you've just gotten. Usually if you Yoni steam at home or at a spa, you have a couple things that your body naturally does, but there's a couple things you can do to maintain your pH balance. Why do you even need to worry about your pH balance? When your pH is completely off balance, that's when the yeast infections come in, that BV. Believe it or not, having a constant pH, your pH constantly be unbalanced, it will lead to diseases, and we don't want diseases. We got enough to deal with, right? So I would highly suggest you focus on trying to keep the balance. That Yoni steaming helps balance those hormones, balance that pH, and there's a couple things that we can do to maintain that balance. The first thing is, obviously, you're going through a detox. So as you're sitting over a hot pot and you got those herbs going in you, and those herbs are working really hard to cleanse and rebalance you. So one thing you can do is consider using some soap when you're taking a shower. So some of you already have the soaps that you use to, shower head to toe. That's perfectly fine. But be aware that some of the soaps can actually throw off your pH. You don't want to use something that's going to just undo the work that you've done. So getting some Yoni soap, I sell some, a lot of women sell them. Those soaps specifically help you maintain your pH balance. The thing is, when you use the right soap, it'll absorb into your skin. So in order to maintain your pH balance, having the right soap will balance it. Having the wrong soap will unbalance it. So everything that you did, it ends up being reversed because you've got the wrong soap. So make sure that the soap that you're using is not toxic and it has natural ingredients in there. And then consider getting some Yoni soap. It depends on what your goals are, particularly those who are wanting to maintain their pH balance because they've either had a baby, they're going through menopause, they're getting ready to have a baby, they just need to be balanced for whatever reason. The Yoni soap is great for that because it helps maintain that pH. Also, Yoni oils, you see a lot of these little oils floating around. Make sure you look at the ingredients and consider getting yourself a Yoni oil because the Yoni oils, they stay on, and again, they absorb in the skin, on the skin in the womb area, and they help you maintain that pH balance. So after your Yoni steam, you don't want to reverse everything that you've done. You want to make sure that everything stays balanced. So consider the soaps, consider the oils, because you want to keep that detox, you want to keep that cleanse. You want to make sure the detox is working and it continues to work. And the way you support it is by making sure that you don't do anything to kind of unbalance it. The oils help a whole lot because in the Yoni oils, they actually have those same herbs that you steamed up there, but they're getting absorbed differently into your body, specifically in the womb area. So it goes into your bloodstream and it helps you maintain the balance that you need for your hormones. Ladies, I don't know how many times I have to tell you to stop sleeping with panties, sleep with no panties, or at least like the little boy shorts. You have to let her breathe. You gotta think, men, some of them, but they wear boxers. Why? Because they need their men parts to breathe. So why are we not letting our besties breathe? When you're going to sleep, specifically after you've had a Yoni steam, consider sleeping with no panties on. Get some boy shorts. They sell them at Walmart for like $2. Okay, maybe $5. Go to Victoria's Secrets. They have really cute little shorts that you do not have to wear. They're not tight at all. And then you can let her breathe. Let her breathe, ladies. And I'm one of those people who like cotton panties. I do because they're so comfortable. But silk is better. I get it. It is so much better for your body because the way the cotton absorbs in our bodies and it cleans onto things and it's getting into our bloodstream. It's the whole thing with cotton panties. I may do a video about cotton panties. Let me know if you want to hear about it. But getting some silk panties throughout the day will be great. Specifically, you go to a spa and then you're going home, put on silk panties and go home, take them off and let her breathe. Let her breathe. A couple things you want to consider too is not drinking coffee. Let me tell y'all about my love for coffee. I love coffee. Like, it's so good. I'm like caramel macchiato with almond milk at Starbucks is so good. I love it. But it doesn't love me. Coffee doesn't love me back. And this is not a relationship I can maintain. So if I'm going to do a Yoni detox cleanse and I need to maintain that cleanse, I gotta say goodbye to the coffee. And here's why. The problem with coffee is it actually can throw off our hormones. If our hormones are thrown off, guess what else is thrown off? That pH balance. So the pH balance is thrown off. What does that mean? That's when we've opened the door to all kinds of infections and diseases. So we close that door. And so if you're detoxing, it is best not to drink coffee during that time. So I'm talking in the next couple of days. If you absolutely have to have a cup, sis, don't put no sugar in there, just black. And I know some people are like, how do you drink coffee black? It ain't even that bad. And if you're a real coffee drinker, you absolutely can drink it black. And it's 1 cup, not them tall ones. And trust me, I know I love coffee. I do. But if it don't love me back, I can't be around you like that. No, it's just not gonna work for me. So sorry, sis, no coffee, no sweet teas, no sugar drinks. They got to go. You're trying to maintain something here. Because if you're just gonna go back and do what you've been doing to cause a detox, don't waste your time and do the detox. It's not easy. But you know what? If you want a hot beverage, try tea. And if you have to have sugar in the tea, look for like low glycemic sugars or agave. I'm not big on honey because I feel like honey has a lot of sugar. And if you get the honey, try to get like ones like local ones. It's healthier for you. I'm an agave girl. And the agave that I choose has everything in my house is like low glycemic. And not everyone in my house is happy about that, but oh well. So I'll give you the link to the low glycemic agave, and it's so good. It tastes good. I only use like a cup. Sometimes if I'm having a bad day, I might just tilt it over to the ancestors to tell me to just stop, no more sugar. So if you have to have sugar in your tea, drink some Yoni tea, specifically Yoni detox tea, which I also have. I know, shameless boy. I get it. Shameless plug. So consider drinking tea because, again, the teas have the herbs that are in it that help the body. It gets into the liver, it gets into your kidneys, gets through your stomach, and it makes the womb extremely happy. It's all about womb happiness. So instead of doing the coffee, try the teas instead. Another thing, while you are doing the detox cleanse, and this is a tough one, you got to cut the dairy. The thing is, dairy and wombs and uteruses just don't always mix. What I say to do, honestly, is to consider limiting it. Because I like cheese. I don't drink milk because milk doesn't like me that much. Milk and coffee don't like me, but I like them. Weird. I feel like I'm back in middle school. But the thing is, with when it comes to your uterus and dairy, it produces this extra hormones, again, our bodies don't need, and we get extra cortisone, and again, it can lead to our pHs getting thrown off. We don't need all that. But if you're going to cleanse, you have to fully cleanse, and you don't want to add on to anything that's going to reverse all the work that you've done. So if you're going to have dairy, have it limited. But if it's during the detox, just don't do it just for a little while. Just for a little while. You don't have to forever not eat cheese. If you want to have a slice of pizza, go get a slice of pizza. That's fine. But during the cleanse, specifically after you've finished your Yoni steam, like wait a couple of days, a week even, before you have some dairy again. All right, so this is a tough topic because it's about these carbs. And look, who doesn't like a sandwich? Who doesn't like a cupcake? We do have to maintain our pH balances here. So if we're cleansing the womb for a reason, again, it could be for menopause, preparing for a baby, after you had a baby, you're trying to clean up your eating habits. I'm trying to clean up your heavy bleeding, especially if you bleed heavy. Those carbs are not gonna help. So you're gonna have to cut them out or just keep it at a minimum, like once a week or something like that. I know it sucks, I can't stand it. But there's other things that you can eat. I am not a vegan, I'm not vegetarian, I eat meat. But if I do eat meat, I try to make sure it's at least 80% lean, at least. That means no to red meats. That's tough, especially if you like pepperoni, like I do. But lean meats, that's best. So you can have fish if you like fish, and shrimp. Pretty good. I like shrimp. So if you can eat as clean as possible, eat clean as possible. But like the pastas, if you're gonna have pasta, make sure it's like wheat pasta. You could try gluten-free as well. I just don't like gluten-free pasta. just don't. If you have a brand that's good, let me know in the comments. I would love to try it, but I just would rather just not have it at all. But consider the type of foods that you're eating, because it's going to make a difference in how your detox is going to turn out. And you remember, the goal is not to reverse what you've done. You've already worked hard with the Yoni cleanse. So make sure that you do these things to maintain that balance. All right, and the last thing is like not to eat a whole bunch of things with like oils, like fried foods and stuff like that, and even processed foods. It's just, again, those type of foods are not good for our bodies to begin with. And remember, you went to get your womb cleansed out. You don't want to put anything in there that doesn't need to be in there. It's about strengthening the womb, strengthening the uterus, and maintaining balance in the womb universe. So you don't want your kidneys, your liver, and your stomach to have to take all those greasy foods and processed foods, and it's going to just cause more trouble in the uterus. So it doesn't matter how many oils and how many soaps and how many steams you do. If you're just going to eat that stuff, then it's just really for nothing, because you'll be doing all that and then you're eating all this, and it doesn't balance. It'll do the complete opposite, and you can find yourself sicker than when you started. So that's all for today, girls. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Don't forget to share this with a girlfriend. Subscribe and share and like. Always, I appreciate you.